Okay, welcome everybody. Today we're gonna be playing Slay the Princess. That's what it's called. Yeah, taking a little break from Cult of the Lamb. So, you know, let's get into this. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark places, have heart and see through them. There are no permanent ending. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Oh yeah, how do you guys like the mic? It's new. Do you like this better than the other one? I don't know, just, yeah. Feel free to tell me. Anyways, let's start a new game. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's gonna end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Oh.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay, wow. Have you considered maybe that ending the world is okay? Sweet. I've always wanted to offer Monarch la Revolution. I don't know. Whoa. I cannot say that.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Oh, kitty
Don't
cat.
believe a word she
Get your
says.
head out of there. Stop it. Fatty. Give me a sec, guys. The cat is being a big back. I thought, did you not eat? I got you, bro. Here you go. Ugh. Okay. I hate cat food on my hands. Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone. Okay. Yeah. She blind. Yep.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't have talents though, right? Looking at this little hand thing. Okay. Yeah.
You take the blade from the table.
Ooh,
It'd be rather difficult to slay the
knife.
princess and save the world without it.
I disagree.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yeah,
Her voice
probably.
carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds
Okay.
dangerous.
Yeah.
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi. That's funny. Okay. I think I'm here to kill.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nah, it's crazy. No.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Okay.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Okay. Sure.
Against your better judgment, you step forward
Yeah,
to speak
you
with the
look
princess
sleep
face to
deprived.
face, unarmed.
Okay. I guess you.
We'll be
you-
fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an
Jeez,
awkward start
that's
to a
weird
relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
Okay. Well,
Too long.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
yeah, there's a very lack of detail. Oh, whoa, I never. Whoa, that's cool. Finger. Yeah.
Do you?
Lie?
You're lying.
Damn.
How does she know that?
Don't think that just because I'm the one in chains, it means you have a right to interrogate me.
Yes, I do.
Don't just tell her that.
Okay.
Is that why they
it's
threw me down
demonic.
there? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
I really don't like
I don't
this.
remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
I wonder that too, man.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I mean, yeah, makes sense. Deflect. What are you doing? What are you going to do?
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Yeah.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
She
That
has a
doesn't sound
point.
right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I
Jeez.
said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Shoot, he also has good.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
No, you big bag. Sorry. Get out of here. Got it. Big bag. Okay. No, can't keep coming in here. Get out of here. You are trying to eat food and you had enough. Buddy. Whatever. He's gonna do what cats do, I guess. Door closed.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't
Like
suggesting
cutting the
what
chain.
I
Okay.
think she's suggesting.
Cutting the
Right?
chain, right?
She is. I'm sure of it.
What's her name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here. Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Okay.
You walk
Yeah.
up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Wow. Oh, that's okay.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
That's.
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Yes, try the lock.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Ah, yes.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Damn. Okay.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Okay.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Okay. Yeah, we're just going for it. Oh. Yeah, no.
Against your better judgment,
that is
place the blade
horrific.
against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Yay.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it.
Okay.
Before long, you're able to crack through bone.
Jesus.
She pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Damn.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce
okay.
gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Oh, I don't think... Okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Don't... no. Oh, okay.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Buddy, why are you mad at me?
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Why are you mad at me, man? I'm trying to warn you.
Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yeah, okay.
I'll make this quick.
Okay.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Oh, my hands are... yeah, they are lizard hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Sure you will.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
That's nice.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
The prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Is it just me, or does everything
You're
seem
here to
a
slay
little
her.
darker?
If you don't, it will be the
Or
end
grim?
of the world.
I don't know, maybe it's just me. No,
It
hasn't this
hasn't.
happened?
Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Who are you?
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust
Skeptic.
a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and no, this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? I shouldn't be doing anything.
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all. Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Sorry, I'm back. What?
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul. Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are. You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in facts.
Nah.
A warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink is crazy.
Did you just say wink out loud?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
No way.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
No, I didn't. Wink. How nice.
The interior of the
Oh,
cabin is
whoa.
less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
He definitely did not. Does the mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I think you know what we have to do.
I want to look at myself and see how handsome I am.
Let's not get caught up in vanity, but we should definitely take a closer look.
Hold on, give me 1 sec. I don't... Never mind.
Is this some sort of rehearsed bit? Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do? Very different. Yes, but
Yeah.
why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely. Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Totally.
So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
I want to see how handsome I
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
am. Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how
Schizophrenia?
ridiculous you look
Question
right
mark.
now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Nah,
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon. Are you sure? She killed us with it last time. What if she turns it against us again? Yes, I'm sure, and I've already got a plan for that. Still with those past life delusions, are we? I hope part of that plan is don't give the world any monstrosity your only weapon, because unless you've decided to arm the princess, I don't think you need to worry about her having a weapon. Peachy, we'll be fine. Okay, I'm trusting you.
No.
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go. Wonderful.
Oh,
You
okay.
do exactly that, sweeping the blade from the table before proceeding to the basement. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on.
Okay.
The door to the
That's
basement
nice.
creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely
That seems
illuminate your
tricky.
path, dancing across glimmering patches of
Cozy-ish.
slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
You seem less.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves.
Whoa, okay.
The chains
yeah, why
binding
the chain?
both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her
Why the
lap.
extra chain? What? Okay. you do something and probably an escape attempt.
So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless. That was there last time too, wasn't it? It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
The door locked behind us the last time we tried that, remember? As if by divine will, just as you finish the thought, you hear a door slam. I'm afraid you won't be leaving until the task is finished. It doesn't matter how many chains she's in, without your intervention, she'll find a way out eventually. That's not fair. Unless you deal with her right here, right now, she will remain an existential threat to the entire world. What seems unfair to you is fair for everyone else. Huh. So it's not even safe to think. I see how it is.
How surprising. They locked you down here too.
Yes.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit closer.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Hey, let me out of here. Open the door. Wow.
Are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in.
Oh, it was like,
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
Okay.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how. I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Oh, you're just zoning out?
Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles. I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic.
Oh, wow.
I never said I wasn't.
Oh, damn. No, why are you hating on him like that? I mean, like, deserve it, kind of, but, like, jeez. Making him doubt himself.
It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? to know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't.
Okay.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
I'm not daydreaming, lady. I'm having a very important meeting with the voices in my head.
Let me borrow that knife.
No.
Don't worry, you'll get it back.
That's ominous. But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing. Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us. So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways. You have everything you need to deal with her and save the world. I'm sure the door will open as soon as you finish your incredibly important task. Doesn't sound like we'll be able to talk him into letting us leave. Yeah, not a chance. He's single-minded about this. But don't worry. There are plenty of things that aren't in his control. Oh? For instance? Us. Her. But mostly us. If he didn't have his limits, we wouldn't be here. Not like this.
The last time we met, your body tried to kill me. If you take a moment to imagine yourself in my position, I think you'll understand why letting you near me with that thing is untenable. So, be a good bird and hand it over. And if being nice isn't enough motivation, well, I think you're aware that I'm not afraid to resort to violence.
I don't think you can resort to violence. You're chained up.
If you come near me with that thing, I will strangle you with these chains.
She doesn't beat around the bush, does she? Yes, it's almost like she's a fundamentally bad person who wishes to inflict pain on others. Or
crazy.
It's another bluff.
No hard feelings, of course, but you should be aware of my position. I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world. I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a
Make
shadow, and
yourselves
it's
on
one without a
even
key.
ground.
Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
Exactly.
But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't.
You're a skeptic, though.
I am.
Let's inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity.
Oh, yeah?
I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
Jeez, did I mess up, man?
What is that supposed to mean?
No,
sounds
there's no
bad.
bad decisions.
Is it bad?
Wrong decisions.
Yes, it's bad.
Nah, oh, hold up. I don't want to save here. Save.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me?
I don't think shackles are supposed to do that.
Are we stuck here now?
Oh, no. Prison of
Yes.
the mind. Become your own jail. Okay. Yeah.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Yeah. Damn, look at that jawline.
What are we supposed to do now? Can't even cut ourselves
Not very
out.
much of a jawline, but...
Guess we'll starve. That's horrible.
Yes, I agree. That does sound horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch? No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Clearly.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Yeah?
No.
No? I didn't think you did.
Nope.
That's rude.
Dang. Yeah, it is rude. Man, I should
You and the
kill
princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here.
This is so
There must be
boring.
something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes.
Oh, I really gotta check. Yes, okay. Sorry, I got paranoid.
It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it. How exactly does that work? It just does.
It just does.
But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that,
Wow.
even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
Okay.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing.
Yeah.
The
No, I didn't mean to. There are differences. The differences are small first. A bit of weathering here, a bit erosion there. But they get larger and larger.
I don't like small talk, remember?
Still rude.
Gee, damn. Okay.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls. That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happens to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode. She hasn't starved. I guess she hasn't. Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass. Until suddenly, there are no walls. And then...
Oh, nice.
And?
See, we got out.
I think he's gone.
Nice.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Whoa. Oh, whoa. Okay. Yep, get kidnapped by hands. Okay. But you don't get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it left something else instead. Something else in her stead.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? He is. Does that mean the world ended? It must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like? There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
What do you mean something? There's something dreadful about it. But like, whatever.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Jeez.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
No. You approach the mirror. Gaze into reflection. Do I get to see myself now? Silence as you reach forward. You're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. The body. It's you. It's you. Okay. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. What cabin? No. Oh, that was the little. Okay. Or you were at the cabin. Okay.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Oh, what are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? I think that you are like me.
No, I don't think I'm like multiple hands.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is determined, but also cautious. One that would rather let the world move around her than move it herself. She will make for a patient heart,
That makes sense. I mean, the world did move around her.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Okay.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I don't know, afterlife?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
That's not weird.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Got it. Okay. Attack the body. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Destroy your body. Oh, noise. You raise your will to end your life. Oh, mine? But as it breathes into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
I think it'd be literally anywhere else.
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
So yes?
You speak in circles. Does
Yeah.
it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Kind of, yeah. Let her out of there.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay.
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Toad.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Okay.
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated. I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Whatever. Okay.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
That's nice.
You won't.
Okay. Everything goes dark. And I just die. Yep. Heart attack, guys. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods,
Oh, shoot.
and at the end of that path
Is it just-
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is up you're here to...
I know. No, you can skip previously seen that. Damn, okay. Well, that was pretty cool, but I'm gonna end it here, guys, because I have stuff to do. See you in the next video. If you liked it, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.